welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Well, this defense for the Texans, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And just shutting him off there. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
First down, here's Burrow. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 yards there, 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. Now Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. And gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's third down.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with the new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9. Burrow will throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. Touchdown! Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7. Texans nothing. Evan McPherson will kick off for Cincinnati.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's Watson. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On 1st down, Carson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
Now it's Carson. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Watson now to throw. Dumps it off to Edwards. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The Texans send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And it's taken in at the 9. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They go play action with Burrow. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Texans nothing.
They will throw on first down with Burrow.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's second and 10.
Now it's Burrow.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. Touchdown, Bengals!
Robert Tonyan.
His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Bengals 14, Texans nothing. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Second and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jordan. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a first down throw, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
5 yards remain on second down.
Check back. Back 55. Back 55. Watch the out. Check. 24.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
First down.
Here we go. Back. Ready. Laser. Watch it. Check out. 11 mighty. Back.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. This goes out wide for Mixon.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down now, Mixon. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Play action. It's Burrow.
Got a man. It's Tunyon. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Here we go.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. This pass complete to Higgins. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Burrow. This one complete to Tunyon underneath.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
26 mark, 26 mark. I know he ain't got it. 11, 11. 26 mark, 26 mark.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Mixon trying to punch it in, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 21-0.
Texans nothing. Evan McPherson, the kickoff.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Watson.
And this will go to Carson out wide.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
On 1st and 10, Watson eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Tight right.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson, he's letting it fly for Cooks.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Kyle Fuller.
And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you're trying to force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Texans nothing. Evan McPherson making off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously,
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
and you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
59 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Working with a 2nd and 3.
Let's go. Ready? Ready, set. Mike 47. Mike 47. Let's go. 11 MT. 11 MT. 12. 12. 12. Start.
Shoves him aside.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Kill, kill, kill.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
12. 12. Show it up. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Gun, gun. Cut. 180. Ready, set. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Cut.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic.
They'll try to run this one in.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
4th and goal from the 2-yard line.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle.
McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
57, Mike, 57.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Bengals grab it. And his crew will take over the football at the 35-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well. So now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Check 31. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Finding room to the 20. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
57 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
Yep.
backside guys,
Meh.
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
On 2. 47, Mike. Mike, 47. Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Hey, defense, let's go.
And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon.
Let's go. 47 is the Mike, boys. 47. Check, 47. It's our time. It's our time, guys.
And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee. Now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
26 Mike. 26 Mike. Come on. You better bring it.
And down to a knee. Well, that's one option. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
Here's Carson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
So 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
This is Carson. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their... Backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Mike 47, check Mike 47. Get that quarterback at all costs.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. You don't want this. No.
And now they'll take a knee here. And my partner now is speechless, and so am I. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. McPherson's kick is good. Now they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Edwards. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Watson. A swing pass here to Edwards. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Check 9, check 9.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
They run it with Carson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Hey. 4 down. 4 down. 4 down. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Hey, 55.
From the gun, they go to Edwards. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Watson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down and 5.
Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball? Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Come up the ball hard.
They run again with Carson. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55.
To throw is Watson.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
75 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
37-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike 47. Record. Jack. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
47 to Mike, boys. 47. Check, 47. Let's go, let's go.
Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Now Ward. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
Watch the eye. SOS.
Again on the ground, again it's Ward. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. So this one in the win column.